My favorite job throughout my 54-year career here was in 1967. The job was the Georgia Tech Grant Field West Stand addition. It was a very difficult job, particularly time-wise, because we had to start after the last football game of the season, which was probably about the 1st of December. We had to be finished by about the 1st of September the next year for the starting season. So we knew from the beginning that it was going to be imperative to do it because Georgia Tech was selling tickets in the upper deck, which was yet unbuilt. We got off to a good start, and the foundations were difficult because we had to hold up two buildings on the campus there, the chemistry buildings, and I say hold up, we were driving piles down below it, and at the same time we had to shore things to keep the buildings stable. After that, we got off to a good start on the concrete, and the steel came on time, and things were going well with the steel. Georgia Tech had heard about another stadium that had fallen and had some structural problems, so they called in another structural engineer and decided to add all sorts of cross bracing into the columns, which took a lot of time to shop drawings, fabrication, and installation. Also, there was an article in the paper about some psychics that a stadium was going to fall that year, so that added a little more concern to everybody. But as the job went on well, and as we moved on toward the finish with the precast concrete seats, and we had the steel frame to hold up the actual seats that we sit on, which were made out of cedar boards. One day I was up on the top, we were on the top of the deck, and I had a lumber salesman with me, and he looked down and just absolutely panicked. And I'm not too good on heights either, so we kind of struggled to help ourselves both down that deck, because at that time there was no railing at the bottom. The schedule was going good, and all of a sudden Georgia Tech got an opportunity to have a night game at the end of November, but their lights weren't sufficient for the game, so we had to have a change order by new lights, put them up, redo all the light standards that were existing, and then we had to take each light and shine it on a certain part of the field where there would be no dead spots. But we got it ordered and got them in time. One of our problems became at the end, as it always does on construction jobs, it looks like, is Georgia Tech was having a luncheon for the president was having I guess for some of the alumni and all for the first game in the new deck, and it was a really question how we were going to get ready for that. But we worked hard overtime, and we got all the signage in. We got the president's box made, and the day that was the first game of the 1967 season, we started, I guess, 4 in the morning, started with the carpet and put in the base, and it was already painted. And then Georgia Tech came in at 9 o'clock and brought in all their furniture and the food and all, and for the reception. And at 11 o'clock, it worked. Everybody came in. Most people had no idea what had happened in the last 5 hours, but we got that done. And it was a very successful project for us and for the school, and I think everybody was real happy, particularly after it was over and we made the schedule. So we had a lot of other jobs that stand out in my memory throughout the years, but that one really does. It was exciting, and it was exciting particularly that we finished and everybody seemed to be happy.